Get your credit back on track. Get your credit back in the groove. Get your credit back on track with Stevens Wealth Solutions.
Hey, James with Stevens Wealth Solutions, and this is part 2 of video number 1 of the series I said I was going to do as far as sharing the data furnishers with you and kind of give you an idea of what they do. And next I'm going to talk about payday lending, payday loans, the data furnishers that check the information on you for when you go to get a payday loan. And this is big business. This is really what you, if at all possible, try your best to stay away from. Until I got myself together, I did it for years. And you don't want to do that, ladies and gentlemen. You want to steer away from them. But anyway, here are the data furnishers that's usually collect information on an individual when they use payday loans. And one is called Clarity Services. Now, what Clarity Service does is they provide information on payday loans, financial services, check cashing services, and auto loans. That's Clarity, C-L-A-R-I-T-Y services. This is what they do. They also have a website. It's clarityservices.com. And the reason I'm giving you this information is because one thing you want to do is you want to be able to check information on yourself for your past to see if you ever dealt with these institutions or these payday lending companies. You want to know what they have gathered on you. So that's why I'm giving you this information. There were times when I used to use them and I was struggling with my finances. I didn't know, anything about, I didn't know such a thing existed. I didn't know they were keeping tabs per se, but they have your history, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, someone's always collecting data on you, good, bad, or indifferent. This is your life. This is your past, your present, and that's what determines your future. That's why I'm doing these videos, okay? And so this one, like I say, is Clarity Services, and they have their website is clarityservices.com, and they're located in Clearwater, Florida. That's Clearwater, Florida, and you can check them out also. I'll even give you their phone number. Their phone number is 866-390-3118. That's again Clarity Services. Next, I'll move on to the next one. It's DataX, D-A-T-A-X, DataX. Now, what DataX does is they provide information on credit histories and subprime consumers. I don't know about you, but I fell in that category for a long time. I wish I would have knew about them back then. So check this out. At Stevens Wealth Solutions, we have a little special treat for you when you come over here and become one of our clients. As far as dealing with these data furnishers are concerned, you would be surprised. You would also be surprised at what you're able to do as far as your rights are, according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, dealing with these data furnishers, and the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So just kind of throw that in there. Now what DataX does is, like I say, they provide information on the credit history on subprime consumers. That's people with not so great paying history and low credit scores and per se bad credit. So that's DataX, D-A-T-A-X. They have a website. It is consumer@dataxltd.com. Consumer@dataxltd.com. And they are located in Las Vegas. That figures. In Las Vegas. Now you go to Las Vegas with bad credit, you already know where you're headed. DataX waiting on you. But anyway, okay, so their phone number is 1-800-295-4790. That's 1-800-295-4790, and that's DataX, okay? Now, I'll move on to the next one. It's FactorTrust. Now, Factor, F-A-C-T-O-R, Trust, T-R-U-S-T. Now, they provide lending data and bankruptcy information to payday lenders and other users. And the payday lenders want to know at least if you file bankruptcy. So they'll have an idea what they're dealing with also. They don't care about anything else really. Well, they do, but they really don't, because they make money by loaning you money and charging you a high interest rate. And that's FactorTrust, okay? And they also have a website. It's FactorTrust.com. That's FactorTrust.com. And they are located in Alpharetta, Georgia. That's Alpharetta, ALPHARETTA, Georgia. That's FactorTrust, okay? So, I want to play this blessing over you that God will bless you in your endeavor and your journey on getting your credit back on track and back in the groove. And remember, success leaves clues. Hey, James here with your credit groove of the day. In this video, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the company I was telling you about that usually records and reports alternative scoring, right? That most people don't know exist. And they are FactorTrust. I talked a little bit about FactorTrust in one of my past videos, FactorTrust. And they base information, that you get on the records that can be, with payday loans and stuff like that, with loans and the kind of information that most people don't know that's reported unless it's negative. So that's what FactorTrust does. And so in order for it to be good, you want to have at least about 30 months of history on there, of a loan account plus a repayment history, and so when you go above the minimum payments that are due, that's what can really help you. And it means, you paying the loan off before it's actually expires or it's supposed to be paid off. So that can help you also. But you do want to make sure you do at least 12 months, because when the scores are factored to get a score, right? When the information is factored to get a score, what it does is it looks at, at least 12 months. 24 months is really basically what you want to do. And that's what creditors are looking at. So that's one of the things that FactorTrust can do to help you. They track your earning, they look at your spending and your saving behavior. Did you know that you can get something to calculate into your score depending on how you save? So if you have an account and you're doing a savings, somebody's tracking that and they're watching it. So you just want to be mindful. I want to pray God bless you in your endeavor, in your journey on getting your credit back on track and back in the groove. And remember, success leaves clues.
Get your credit back on track. Get your credit back in the groove. Get your credit back on track with Stevens Wealth Solutions.